it. So Patrick is the #1 seed. He'll get a bye. Everybody else will get a first round.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to
first grouping. We have Joe versus Brandon, and they'll be on the little TV, the second station there. Then we got Adam versus Eric on the big stage with the trophies on top. And we got Matt versus me on the TV on the right.
You probably just overheard Chris Bidwell, our organizer of this event. Welcome to the Replay RX 2018 Championship. My name is Scott Vieth. I go by Sav2880 on Twitch. We are so glad to have you guys here for the second rendition of the Dr. Mario World Championship here at Replay FX in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We are starting to get things up and running here. First round of matches, we've got 15 players who are going to be competing to try and win the championship, win the trophy, and a fairly good amount of cash prize as well. So get this up and running here. I think our left side screen is going to be Joe K, Brandon R, and on the right screen we are going to have Adam P and Eric L. We'll go with first names, last initials here. Left screen, right screen. So yeah, we're going to be you are going to be watching two of the head-to-heads at the same time on the screen. First time we're going to get to do that. So 4 players playing 2 separate matches at the same time. It's a lot of action. We'll do our best to keep you up to date with everything that's happening as we go along here.
Yeah. Right. So 3, 2, 1, go!
And we are off on the first set of matches. Let's see who jumps out here, takes an early lead. These levels are starting with 52 viruses, so about 2/3 of the way up the screen for these guys just starting out. Going to be very, very important to... oh, crap. I think we might have our cameras... I mean, like the cameras and mirror to self-text on the t-shirt. We'll get that checked out here in just a second.
Just tell me who Chris is playing.
Chris playing that. So we did have our... See, we've already had our first glitch of the Twitch stream this morning. That's how you know we're getting everything started. That is Chris versus Matt over there. Chris being the 5 seed, Matt being the 12 seed in this tournament. Looks like both are off to a very, very competitive start. No one really pulling away. Brandon with a little bit of a lead early on. And Brandon making a little bit of headway right now over on the right side. Oh! Joe is out, eliminated 30 viruses left, so Brandon will take game number 1 over on our left featured stream. Matt versus Chris still very, very close, but a lot of garbage building up over on the right side for Chris here. It's close on viruses, but that's a lot of slack that he's got to build. Nice double right there. That's going to slow things down. Over on the right side, Brandon taking a commanding lead again. Looks like now a 9 virus lead. More importantly, a lead in the amount of space he's got to work with right here. And that garbage really building up for Chris over there on the right side. Okay, the blue right there, able to build out of that just a little bit. Needs one more red to be able to pull something off here. Opts not to take the virus. Looks like he's working on a combo of some sort. Over on our left screen right there, we've got a 12 virus lead and another win for Brandon. He's up 2 games to 0 right now. He's going into game number 3. This would be the clincher. This would get Brandon into the quarterfinals. Off to a quick start. Really good RNG right there with the drops to be able to get a 2 combo right off the bat. Switching back over to the right side. This is closely contested. They're still in game number 1 right now. 19 to 22 on the viruses, both of them with a lot of space to work with. This has all the makings of being a game where these players can zero out very quickly and you can see things go to completion. Apologies on the voice this morning. I've been screaming my lungs off for the past 4 days. You are getting my Sunday voice, and between you and me, thank God I still have a Sunday voice. This event is a lot of hype for a lot of days. And fun times. If you're anywhere near Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, this time of year, absolutely come and check it out. There's so much happening here. It's great. So back on our left screen, looks like Joe's struggling, almost out of space over there. He's got to make something happen with the middle. I don't think it's going to happen. A couple little things to temporarily hold him off. Can he? Yep, he's out of space. That's a 3-0 sweep for Brandon. Brandon will move on into the quarterfinals. Mark that here real quick. Over on our right screen, while this is all happening, we're still on game number 1 of them, down to 9v14. This is a good match so far. Chris building up the garbage on the right side again. He's worked out of it before. Let's see if he can work out of it again. Matt has an extremely clean screen to work with, and the virus advantage. He's in a really, really good spot right now. Matt working on a combo, gets a 2 combo there. Now at this point, with the amount of garbage that's on the screen, that's a tough one for Matt, but he's able to work out of it. I think Matt at this point can really play just to complete the board and get a 0 out. Let's see if he opts to do that. The virus is on the left side, just a 1 red on the right. That looks doable, and he's going to knock that out right now. And now he's got a little bit of garbage collection to do. Setting up for the blue. Favorable drop of the RNG. That'll clear that out. Good horizontal clear right there. Now working on the last of the blue to get that red virus in play. It's all set up, just needs 2 reds. Everything else is getting dropped in garbage at this point. Oh, that's a tough drop. Chris still got a lot of ways to go here. A lot of garbage, 7 viruses. He's not done, but he's certainly in a very critical position. There it is. Double the clear. First 0 out of the day is by Matt, who takes game number 1.
All right, there's 1. Okay, let's do it.
Is that Brandon the one over there, or was that someone different?
I just need wins. Just do wins.
All right, guys, how we doing? Matchstick here, interim streamer for Classic Tetris. Not gonna lie, this is not my game, but I'm gonna do the best to bring the hype. Just going off of it, it looks like Matt's not doing too well over there. Definitely has the more complex board. Oh, there we go. He made a lot of good space. Back over to Scott.
All right, early start. Chris has a builds out of that right there. Early, tough draw for him. Both players having to deal with a little more garbage than they dealt with last time. A lot of yellows for both of them in the draw.
A lot of new prints.
Here, very even on the viruses again. These two are very closely matched players right now. Even though it's a 5-12 match, they're very comparable as far as their skill level. You can very much tell.
Craflins and Nubbins Goody, thank you for hosting.
Thank you, Nubbins Goody. We appreciate it.
Oh, it's an auto host. You might not even be there.
Hey, that's fine. We'll take auto host as well. We love everybody who's joining us today, be it host, auto host, raid. We appreciate everybody. Matt's still trailing on the viruses right now by 4. Both players have worked through the garbage collection, now getting into a spot where they can get some combos. Nice one by Matt right there. Closing that gap. And he's tied it up. Getting some really nice draws as far as being able to put some comboing together. Chris doing the same thing over on the right side. Chris seems to be about 1 step ahead of him at every stretch right now. Just enough, but this is far from decided. Classic for you? No, SGCS. This is Dr. Mario for the NES. This is the World Championship of it here at Replay FX in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Last day of the show. It runs from Thursday through Sunday. probably were watching last night, we were on with Classic Tetris, and now we're giving you some Dr. Mario action. Matt's still holding on to a virus lead. He's had it between about 1 to 3 viruses consistently through this time. Seems to be working better in the middle of the play field than Chris is right now.
Oh, 2 viruses though.
Yeah, they're both dropping two combos. We're not seeing a lot of 3s right now. A lot of doubles though. A lot of opportunities to drop garbage, slow down the other player, and that's really a key thing here. Is the time aspect of being able to drop garbage is really more important than the garbage being dropped itself. Just the fact you get slowed down, you can't get rid of viruses that way. The slowdown is the biggest piece of the puzzle here. Chris back out into a huge lead, has some viruses available to him. He needs to clear out the blue on the one side. Those drops are going to help him.
Yeah, good garbage.
Clears out that one, down to 6. Setting up to clear blue and gets one on the combo there. That's going to drop a little bit of garbage down as well. Down to 4, down to 3. Everything is setting up really, really nicely for Chris right now. You couldn't ask for better drops, and he's going to get that. Down to 1, and the red's available to him. And this is going to do it. Oh, no, the garbage. Slowed down just temporarily. Getting blues to get rid of it, though, so it could be much, much worse. Now the game's being even.
There it is.
It's apt to do that. And there's the red. Drops it, and the 0 in the other direction. So 1-1, both with 0 outs. These guys are playing well. We want to see that. We want to see long games. We want to see these guys do their thing. So zeroing out is perfectly fine with us. So we are moving on into game number 3 right now. Tied at 1. Both players working on their initial clears, just trying to get combos right now, slow down the other player. You know, when the viruses are this high on the screen, you're not really building too much of a combo build at this point. You're just trying to give yourself some space to work with. Yeah, that garbage drop was a very, very nice one right there. Came in at just the right time. Nice combo for Chris right there. He's got a 5 virus lead right now. A small but commanding lead. See if he can hold on to it here. Tough garbage drops right there. Probably have to work on getting rid of those.
Bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it works out for him.
The other thing, as a very novice player myself, you know they're getting into it when they begin to get combos through the horizontal drops. That, you know, I would say 90% of us that play this, you know, the only time you worry about horizontals is when you're down to just maybe your last 3 or 4 and you need to sneak in. These guys are doing horizontal drops almost from about 2/3 of the screen down.
This man do good combo.
Lead is still 5 for Chris right now. Working on guard. Surprised he decided not to go for the 2 blues on the right side so we could get a combo in. Maybe a smart play to slow his opponent down a little bit. Keep the lead. He's going to have to get rid of some garbage, or if he can try and work off the reds there some way, somehow. Oh, that's a bad drop.
Overshot.
Now he's in a little bit of hurt. There's blue viruses. There's 4 over there.
Someone's going to get a hurt on real bad.
Let's see if he can clear it out here. He may have to try and work on the reds from underneath now. He's only got 1 spot, though, to work with, so he may have to try and clear out some of that garbage, maybe a horizontal clear of the yellow. I'm not sure what he's going to do here. He's got a commanding lead. He's got time. But it's very, very important how he chooses to use it right now. Another tough garbage drop. 2 reds knocking away 2 of the blues right there. Getting a set up for a yellow. And he's going to get it. Gets a horizontal clear there, down to 10. So now the clearing game begins. Advantage here is that red's now available, although he wasn't able to take advantage of it.
This is a great opportunity for Matt to get back in it. I mean, he's got low levels. The viruses are all right there. He can just cut through this while Chris is dealing with his garbage.
Yeah.
There's an NWC for you.
Chris has almost reached his theoretical max on the left side. Everything now is blocked by the garbage. And he's going to start working on, looks like a horizontal clear of the yellow over there. Well played. Clears for the blue. Didn't get it over. He didn't get it over there. I thought he was going to.
Ooh, all right. Oh, got rid of a lot of stuff there on Matt's side.
The drop did not treat him right. Matt's been able to take the lead down to he's trailing by just 5 now.
Matt's got the.
Let's see what Chris does.
Matt's got the acceleration, but Chris is way far ahead. This is the race now.
Wonder if.
How about that?
Oh man, he got it! He got it. Well done by Chris right there.
The hair woke up at the starting line. At the finish line.
You know, probably the smart move right there. Instead of worrying about the garbage on the top, play it from the bottom up. Another really good pro strategy that guys like I just cannot do. Good finish. Chris, for those who don't know, has been a longtime world record holder of the 91 Campus Challenge. Him and a gentleman by the name of Paul Tessie, you might know him as Mega Retro Man on Twitch, have been going back and forth on the record for a long time. Both of them are extremely skilled Dr. Mario players. Chris, of course, by knowledge of the game, running this tournament, and also making it to Nintendo World Championship 15, which Dr. Mario was a big part of. So I would say there are a few people out there that are more knowledgeable about the game than Chris, and he's doing such a wonderful job.
Oh, speaking of Mega Retro
Hey,
Man.
Paul, how you doing, man? Sav here. If you can understand my crackly voice. Appreciate you making it in, man. Glad you're here. Let's get back to the game. Chris out to another virus lead here. He feels like he's getting in form after that first game. That's giving him a heck of a run. There's no easy wins here.
Nice tuck, good garbage drop on Matt's side.
Yep.
Oh no.
Matt's high. Oh, and he's done.
Topping out.
So Chris wins the match. The only one of the 4 games not going to a 0 out. That's top level stuff right there. Really, really well done. Let's update our leaderboards here real quick.
So we got Rosemary and Brandon B over on the first station.
All right, you just heard it. Rosemary and Brandon B will be on our off-stream station. That is a 2:15 match.
On the second station here.
Phil, the 10-7 match.
Well, actually, move over one. We got 4 going this time. The first station.
Yeah, actually, Rosemary Brandon will be on an off-stream. The 10-7 match, Phil versus QRSL, will also be on an off-station. That means it looks like our matchups here that we're going to see is Vince Clementi of Classic Tetris fame versus Brittany Habershak, who is actually a local vendor here, big part of Pittsburgh Retro Gaming.
And
she qualified as the 14 seed. And a very, very good local Dr. Mario player. And Chris Brady, our winner from last night's Classic Tetris, against Steve S. Chris Brady, the 11 seed here. Steve is coming in as the 6 seed and favorite. Person you haven't seen play yet is Packy. He is the defending champion. He took the 1 seed in qualifying, looking to defend, become his own 2X champion here in Dr. Mario. We have Matt here. By the way, if you don't know Matt, he runs the Matchstick Melee Twitch channel. Go give him a follow real quick while we're getting everything set up here. Dude, you're doing God's work here, man.
Is this Brady and Steve?
All right, we are off and running. Brady, Steve, Vince versus Brittany.
Yeah.
We are underway.
And real quick, just so everyone is aware, we know that the left side appears glitchy. That is a hardware glitch with the capture device, not anything that we can control. Rest assured that the players are not affected by this whatsoever. They are playing clean and unencumbered.
Absolutely. These guys are all playing on CRT televisions. We're actually using matching Toshiba screens for all of these. Chris collects a lot of the really nice Toshiba screens because they're great for streaming. They have outputs on them. So,
I like how you say collecting when other people would call it hoarding.
It's collecting. We would never call it hoarding. I mean, not that I have a house full of TVs. Yeah. That's right. That's when it's a problem. So over on the left side, Brittany off to a really good start against Vince here. Doing really, really well. Actually, we might have that switch. That might be Vince doing that right there. Because So we got Vince on the right side. Got Brady on the left side. Yeah, I think we do have it switched.
No.
We don't? Okay.
I mean, I can make it Brittany versus Vince.
Yeah, it's right. Brittany versus Vince. I'm looking at the text down there.
People can tell, right?
Yes. Vince, yeah, got a really strong go there. Brittany had just too much garbage to deal with, so good first win for Vince. Tetris Crabin would say, does the speed pick up in Dr. Mario or the amount of viruses? We are at the highest speed you start with on high speed. You've only really got low and medium and high to work with. The level every level increases the number of viruses by 4. So you can imagine we're on level 12 right now. Level 20 is the highest one you can start with. 80 viruses on the screen, really about, I would say, 75% of the playfield completely filled in by viruses when you're playing on level 20. It's insane. One wrong move at that point and you're stuck. You really don't have room to make mistakes, especially on a vertical drop at that level. So back on the right side, Chris Brady off to a really good, not a lot of garbage, 12 virus lead. I would say a commanding lead right now. And there it is. So win one goes to Chris Brady. Back over on the left side, Vince with a 6 virus lead, but more importantly, a lead in the garbage. Brittany doesn't have a lot of space to work with. She's almost got to clear out now and work on the blues from the bottom. No clear there. Maybe needs to clear out that one blue piece of pill garbage on the right side in order to open up some options here. Should have an opportunity to do that right about now.
Vince is starting to race away from Brittany in terms of virus skill.
Yeah, it's a 10 virus lead now. That's a big one. And Vince is doing a really good job of keeping down. He's got almost half the playfield now, about 2/3 of the playfield opened up for him here. Nice combo there. That's going to slow down Brittany that much more. 4 of them dropping. Basically half the field right now for Brittany is out of play until she's able to do a little bit more cleaning. Back over on the right side, we've got a super competitive match between Brady and Steve. They are almost even on viruses. They've really evened out on the garbage collection side as well. Steve taking a little bit of a lead now, just bounces out to a 6 virus lead.
Oh.
I would say they're both in decent shape right now. Steve with a little bit of space to work with, that's it. Yeah, QRSL can absolutely win this thing. I would say any of the top 6 or 7 players have really separated themselves, really did so yesterday in qualifying as well from the other players.
Oh, good garbage drop for Brittany.
Nice.
Gotta love it when the game plays itself for you.
That's right.
Dig up the Wiz Khalifa. You played yourself.
So Vince now having a little bit of garbage. There are only 5 viruses left. While we were looking over at Brady versus Steve, he was clearing viruses out like crazy. Now really watching that down to 3 and watching that advantage that having the whole playfield to work with has made a huge, huge difference for him. And Vince getting a friendly bounce for the garbage right there. Maybe down to 22, but this might be looking like a coronation for game number 2 right now for Vince. Brittany just in a world of hurt, and that is it. Vince with the 0 out to win game number 2. Let's go back over to the right side here. Steve holding a 9 virus lead, has been slowly pulling away and a lot less garbage to work to get in his way right here.
Oh, nice combo, killing 2 viruses with 1 pill. Oh!
That's not the worst garbage ever, but it is going to slow him down a little bit. And you can even see right here, these guys are building combos out of the garbage simply to get those slowing down drops that fall off the screen at about medium speed, and just it slows down everything you do. It's time that you're stuck. So it's a 13 virus lead, but every time that garbage is dropping down and you can't control the speed of it, it's a huge, huge win for whoever does it. See what Rowdy's deciding to go here. That'll slow it down. A nice clear right there to bring everything down by 1 notch. Garbage clearing there, and we're going to slow down on that 3-pack on the side again. This is all giving Brady a chance to catch up. Everything looks nicely organized, so not out of this yet by any stretch.
Let's stay here.
A little surprised he didn't try and go for the dropping in the spin roll right there.
Nice tuck by Brady.
Nice horizontal tuck there too. Clears out 2 of them. Clear there, down to 13. Clearing out garbage with every time around. But Steve's getting into a point where he can do some things again. Very close to being able to get one of the yellow viruses off the board. He's got the blue one cleared out. There's 1. Down to 5. Down to 4. Nice combo. That's going to slow. Yeah, he's got this set up just the way he wants it to be. That will clear it down to 2. Now he's got to get some yellows, make some space here. Everything in that row, that second column, is now going to be basically garbage drop. So basically anything you can get a blue, anything you can get a red. There it is. Just needs 2 more blues to finish this thing out. Maybe have to clear out the yellow right there, or do that. Ball game.
Yeah, there it is.
That's a 0 to tie things back up. 1-2-1. Looking back over on the left screen, game 3 over there. Again, Vince is just dominating. He's having a really, really good run here.
Oh, man. 6 across.
Yes.
Ooh.
Down to 3 viruses, down to 2. And the 2 left is a double blue, so that's almost not even right to have it like that. I think Vince was showing off right there a little bit. Wins with the 0 out. Vince with the 3-0. That's a great job right there. Don Matheson, thank you for that host as well. We appreciate the 6 viewers you just brought into Classic Tetris to watch some Replay RX action. Brittany, one of our great local players, we are so glad she made it here. She is part of Pittsburgh Retro Gaming. If you look that up on Facebook, you can become part of that group and find out some of the other local events that happen here in the Pittsburgh area. Getting back over to our right screen now it's Brady versus Steve. I have a feeling this one's going to go for a minute. They're tied on viruses, but Steve's got a little bit of work to do. Kind of that right side issue again that Brittany was having to deal with as well. It's going to be interesting to see how he works on that. And yeah, it looks like setting up for a combo to try and slow Brady down. Get a little extra time to work with there. All of that work he's having to do on garbage removal, allowing Brady to get a little bit of a virus lead now. They're making up the difference, Steve. There's 1. He's tied it back up. I think he decided to not go for that one just so he could get blues dropping down as 4 packs are being completed. Brady, even with the lack of garbage, still putting combos together to try and slow things down. Eyeballing to see everything going on. There's a combo. There's another drop. Left side of that screen's really opening up, and you can almost see the strategy maybe being employed here. It looks like Steve is going to have to work bottom up, which, man, you hate to see what's happening here. A lot of that filling up, that's all going to have to get cleared away.
Now, Scott, tell me, how do the garbage blocks generate?
How do they generate? It's random. As far as like how they drop, I believe a 2 combo, 2 4 packs completing at once drops 2. Any more than that, and you get 4 dropping. So I think that's what we've seen, either 2 or 4 at any given time. I believe that is how that works. And yeah, Brady with having the clear field to work with. It's the same thing we saw with Brittany a little bit earlier. Just allowing Brady to take that virus lead, be able to work at getting rid of viruses instead of having to make space. He's down to 6. The yellow not quite available yet. That blue one is available. The middle 2, looks like column 4, column 5 are going to be garbage rows here. Just drops, just to get rid of pieces that aren't helpful. Horizontal clear there. And a perfect setup for that double yellow horizontal clear. It's all coming together. I have a feeling he's going to try and go horizontal. No, he's not. He's going to go vertical.
He's going to power through.
Cleared out the 1. No, he is going to go horizontal, and there it is. The 0 out for Brady to go up 2 games to 1. It's a very efficient game by Brady right there. Did a really good job. Yeah, position of the garbage pills are random, but the colors are determined by what colors you combo. Sure, Matt, thank you for that. I will happily admit doing this commentary. I know a lot about the game, but I never mind chat giving me more information. Always learning more about it is a beautiful thing.
I like that a Matt knew. We're good people.
Yes. We don't have any Scots playing in the tournament, unfortunately. I'm the only one you get. I had a Scot playing in Halo last night, a tournament I was running, so at least I got that going for me. Nice combo for Steve over there. Not having to deal with garbage, playing a very even game right now. Really, Brady's having a little more of the garbage collection trouble right now. Steve needs this. This would be our first game 5 of the day if we get there. In what amounts to the last round of the round of 16. Nice combo there, holding that 5 virus lead. Interesting you didn't decide to take the virus out right there. Obviously trying to play that as a combination as opposed to taking out just a single. That might do, no, ends up taking it right there. So a little bit of a change of strategy, just going with what the board gives him, gets the 2 combo. That's going to slow things down.
Garbage drop there.
Yellow's available. Dropping blues. Oh, he's looking really nice now. This board's just falling in place for Steve right now. 4 pieces on there, and even those are not horrible. Yellow out of the way, the red falls on another red. Very fortunate with those.
Chris Brady's just got way too much work to do right now.
Yeah, I mean, 20 is a huge margin to make up right here, especially with the fact everything is available. Wonder if Chris was celebrating his qualifier win last night. I can say on good knowledge, which would be that I was at the table with him. He might have been drinking a boozy shake or 2 last night. Can't say I blame him. The source on that would be me.
He's already going to Portland. What else does he need?
And like I said, we haven't even seen our number 1 seed. Packy might just knock this thing out of the park. He's definitely my favorite in this competition, and also someone who has been a really good, NES Remix Dr. Mario player, really good player this for a long time. Yeah, he should have celebrated that. Free trip to Portland, ticket for Portland Retro Gaming Expo. I can't wait to get out there for one of these shows. I'm sad to admit I have not been to a Portland show yet, but maybe this will be the year, maybe next year. All depends on my work schedule. Got some Packy love from K2NV. Oh, that finals was great. We were talking about Halo. I was running a Halo tournament about 20 feet from here at the exact same time. And I had the stream up. I was chatting in there all while watching them play Halo. And it was high drama. Those guys are good, man. The finals games were really, really high scoring. All of that happening, Steve with a really nice 0 out right there. Winning with 24 virus advantage. It's almost as good as Vince did last run. You can see he had a 26. So we're here. Game 5. Let's do it.
Look, the man plays Tetris. This is a side venture. It's just just what he does for fun.
That's right. Going right from one Nintendo puzzle game to another. I am so hyped that we have this here. Round 5 hype. Yes, can't wait for Packy. You'll be seeing him probably next. I'll make sure that Chris puts him on a stream because he's the 1 seed, man. We got to get him on a stream machine for you, for sure. Early lead right now going to Steve. No one really separating just yet.
Oh, good talk, big clear.
Working on combos.
Virus go down.
Yes. Combos are looking pretty nice for him right now. Not a lot of really detrimental garbage on the field, even though there's a fair amount there.
Smart play.
Getting very favorable drops to get rid of things. Even that 3 blue dropping's fine because it just takes 1 to get rid of it, and there you go.
Yep.
Weirdly, that might have actually not even been the perfect one because he had the blue-yellow in place that he could have gotten a drop on that virus. So weirdly, even though he got a good drop to get rid of those 4 blues, it might have slowed him down ever so slightly, although it does set up that combo.
I'll say Brady's doing a really great job this game of both managing his garbage and getting rid of viruses simultaneously. He's really putting in the work.
He is. Maybe working off that little bit of a hangover from the boozy shakes last night. We don't know. But he's doing really, really nice, like triple combo right there. Down to 18, a 7 virus lead. He's setting things up really, really nicely right now. Down to 14, down to 13. The yellow drops right in place.
Oh, I think that was a bit of hesitation on his part there.
Yeah, that was a good garbage drop. I think he was thinking maybe he could get one, but save it for a combo. And that's going to drop down to 10. He's got a 2 yellow ready to go. There it is. And worth noting, the only time you get drops is if you get a combo of 2 4s knocked out. If you knock out 2 viruses as part of a single 4 match, that does not generate garbage for the other player. Does help you. You always want it every chance you can.
QRSL's in the chat.
Welcome, QRSL. I see you over there. I see you working on your phone as we speak. So Steve really getting stuck on the left side there. That left side's become a really big bog for him.
Oh, yeah. He's got a drill, baby.
Slowly, meticulously going through.
4 viruses
getting
left.
These last ones. Let's see what he's got. He's got 2 reds on the bottom row, and those 2 blues.
Yep.
Got to think he's going to knock out those
Nailed.
blues right now for sure. And now he just needs everything to be red. He's got a little bit of work to do, and really Steve has an interesting opportunity here. If he can play bottom up and get rid of that 1 blue virus, he needs really 1 good blue drop here.
Yeah, RNG has just not been with him today, though.
Yeah, okay, there it is. That provides an opportunity to get rid of the yellows and work bottom up.
There we go.
He's getting yellows to get rid of garbage now.
Oh, Chris is just tossing pills to the side, trying to dig for those reds.
So, I mean, he's got a tough road here. He's got to get 9 before Steve gets 1, but this is a valiant comeback effort, even if it comes up a little bit short. He's playing a really good bottom-up game.
I don't think that was supposed to happen.
No. Garbage clearing there. Looking for something with blue on one side, not getting a lot. I'm not sure that was a good drop right there. I mean, look what's happening to Brady right now. He's gotten so much garbage. Oh no! Oh no! Wow! He ran out. He ran out of space. Unbelievable. Steve moves on. Our classic Tetris champion has been eliminated from the competition on maybe the worst RNG luck that I have seen in both of the years that we've been doing this tournament. That is about as tough a draw as you can possibly get. Wow. You do really hate to see that. I feel for him, but like we said, don't feel too bad. He's going to Portland, but RNG not on his side.